Before we start the video, I want to give a big shout out to my KOG members of the month, Ryan McDonough, Nero Diamond, Blue Cat, and Bulldog DX. You guys are awesome, just saying. If you want your name here, consider hitting that join button for exclusive channel benefits.
Time to battle. Playtime is Duel.
Yeah, that's real. Want to find out how I did it? Stick around. How's it going, guys? RNG Life here, and today, once again, I'm bringing you guys another video showing off my highest damage that I've done in the game in general. And yeah, as you can see,
that's a lot of damage.
Big shout out to Cats for giving me an idea on the combo, and then I modified it a lot. Cats gave me like a little engine that is kind of loopable, and I was like, you know what? I can work with that. So, but yeah, you can check on the damage rank over here. Yes, as you can see, that is a lot of points right there, dude. So I have a very, very large score now. All big shout out to Cats. By the way, can you guys guess who the person is that told me about it? I don't know. It could be you. How about you? No, maybe it's you. Oh, I see who it was. So big shout out to Cats either way. All right, so the deck is pretty straightforward. Actually, I made my build very, very consistent. Let's go ahead and show off the deck, and I'll show you guys what I mean. All right, and this is the deck that I was talking about. It is my infinite damage deck, and it only works in the new EX version of this Dimension Duel. So as you can see, yes, I am running Yamada Dragon, which is an old card, by the way. How do you obtain this? Let's go ahead and show that off. You actually get this from Electric Overload, dude. It's an old card. But yeah, Yamada Dragon is really, really cool because this card basically says it cannot be special summoned, so fair enough. This card returns to the owner's hand during the end phase of the turn it is normal summoned or flipped face up. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, draw cards until you have 5 in your hand. So yeah, basically I wanted to abuse Yamada Dragon to just get all the draws and draw all the cards in my deck so I can just play out the combo. And as you can see, there's a few combo pieces that are necessary in this deck. One of them is your boy Snipe Hunter. You don't need to run him at 3. Honestly, you could probably run them at less, like 1 or 2 is probably fine, but you might have to use your Destiny Draw skill, which I don't really use. I'm also using Fabled Solkius, but Cats had told me about Infernity Knight, which is a pretty good card. It also kind of does the same thing, so if you don't have Solkius, you can also try Infernity Knight, but I didn't like him as much because he's very, very, like, he's on the spot. When you destroy him, you better have those 2 cards to discard to bring him back. This guy, as long as he's in the grave, you can send 2 cards to revive him. And that is a special summon, which gives you 50 points. So you're going to have to do that, like, what is it, 10 times to get 500? And it adds up, dude. It's kind of crazy. So Fabled Solkius is the one you're going to be reviving. Now, you might be thinking, how are you going to, like, how are you going to do that all over and over? We're using Monster Eye, the confirmed best card in Duel Links, because this card says you can pay 1,000 life points, add 1 polymerization from your graveyard to your hand. Oh yeah, and it's not once per turn. What we're going to do is use DNA Surgery, and DNA Surgery is going to turn everybody into a Psychic monster. Then we equip Monster Eye with this card, Telekinetic Charging Cell, which you can only equip to a Psychic monster, and you do not have to pay life points to activate its effects. So that means you can just get polymerization added to your hand for free without paying life points. And since we run 3 copies of Poly, I think in one of my builds I ran 2 copies of Poly, but I like 3 a little bit better because it just gives you more freedom with your movements. But yeah, so a Monster Eye could just keep recovering this card over and over and over for free, while Snipe Hunter can discard them over and over and over until it hits and destroys your Solkius, which then you recover with Monster Eye, get all your polys back, and then this card discards them to summon himself, setting up an infinite loop. And yeah, the rest of the cards in this deck are just to set up that final combo. For example, we got Defense Draw. Basically, it's saying when you're going to take damage, you instead of taking damage, you just draw a card. Usually, I have to choose between Defense Draw and Destiny Draw, which is my skill, because if I don't take damage, I'm not going to be using Destiny Draw, which is a factor. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, you could do that. I'm using this card as just a basic protection card. You could probably replace it with something else, to be honest, but I just like it for that draw aspect. You could also probably run Jar of Greed if you really want, but I don't know. It's up to you. I'm using these cards in combination, and it becomes kind of amazing. Oh, and by the way, I'm using Powerful Rebirth just so on that last turn I can revive whatever monster I'm missing. Usually it's Monster Eye, because I'm able to summon Snipe Hunter, destroy things, and then on that last turn I summon one of the things that was discarded, which was Monster Eye. That's why I run 3 copies of Snipe Hunter, so I can constantly replace him from the hand if possible. So that is the deck. It is very, very consistent. I've already tested it a few times, and it's kind of crazy, to be honest. But whatever, let's go ahead and actually show the deck off pretty much in action. Okay, so this is game 1. Like I said, I'm fighting Aigami level like 900 or 700, something like that. It doesn't really matter what level you're fighting, but yeah. So let's see how we basically start this. We already have a pretty decent hand. I mainly want to draw Solkius because he's the beater of the deck, and he's not bad to have. So I set my traps, I set all my stuff, summon him, battle, and that's cool because also summoning Solkius gives me an extra boost. Adds 100 points every time I summon him. So, from the hand at least, because that's a dimension summon. So, now we go ahead and go for that draw. We get more points. Now I can pay 500, basically. So, we're going to go ahead and amass all those points. We're going to destroy with Snipe Hunter. Just send more stuff away. I chose not to use it on this turn, but you can use it whenever, because once you bring out your Yamada Dragon with your skill, with the actual ability, but I think I was saving it because I wanted to make sure I had the right amount of things in hand. Also, defense draw, giving me that draw is pretty cool. And of course, now I want to use 1,000 points. Gotta use all my things. So Snipe trying to pop, but Willpower Rising go ahead and pull off its thing. Summoning Yamada Dragon. Remember, this card was not normal summoned, therefore it will not bounce back to the hand. But if it dealt damage, I now get my draw. So plus 5 cards right there. Attacking, all these attacks are just extra. You don't really need to attack, to be honest. Your final hit is going to do all the damage. So, we're going to go ahead and pass turn once again. This was actually my first time trying this, so I wasn't too sure about how to do all the combos and everything. But yeah, it was still pretty simple, pretty easy, but it's still very, very consistent. So activating DNA Surgery, once again getting another combo piece down. I also want to discard as many cards as possible, so I can pop my things. Like right there, I probably could have gotten more draws. Like that was my fail right there. I should make an apology video based on how disgraceful those combos were. And then we're just popping off basically, and there we go. And that's just gonna keep doing stuff. Monster Eye getting its effect, recovering stuff. Now here's the thing. I realized, oh man, I only have 1 poly in the grave. That's gonna ruin me, dude. I don't have enough to revive Solkius. That's gonna suck. So I can deal as much damage as I can, but I thought I actually was I thought this farm was a fail. But so we're on the last turn. All I would need now to save me is a poly. He chose not to attack because he's scared, apparently. I draw into one poly, saving the farm completely. Now I can discard 2 to try to destroy that face down. Finally get it. Also, Monster Eye can now recover too. So, very, very cool. And this is where the loop has officially begun. So, popping your boy, recovering a card, and it brings it back. So, yeah, pretty easy. Pretty easy indeed. So I did this for about, like, I don't know how many minutes, dude. Like 20 minutes. And I just kept doing it over and over. And I guess I'll show you guys what the completed part was looking like. Nah, I'm just kidding. We're nowhere near done. Keep it going.
Unreal! No one's ever gone that fast!
So yeah, we're finally getting to the end. As you can see, my monsters are looking pretty thick. Snipe Hunter has never been bigger before. So we get that final destruction, the final recover for Monster Eye, the final summon for Solkius. Now, I considered going further beyond, but this is about effect activation number 7. Final Willpower Rising will now quintuple our stats, and 9,000, there you go, or 9,000, what is that, almost a billion basically. So, there you go, there you have it. But let me please show you a better way to run it, because this was me just not knowing what to do, and it was shameful, dude. Let's show you guys the good actual replay. Okay, So this is the correct replay. Basically, this was me already knowing what to do, already knowing how to set up the combo, already kind of having a little bit of experience with it. And I'm going to show you guys how to set it up better, because the last game, for all you guys who didn't stick around, well, it sucks for them, dude, because now they don't know the proper way to play it. So, as you can see, we already drew Sulkius, which is an amazing card. It's so good to have it, because you can start beating down early. Polys are basically bricks. You don't really need those. They're discard fodder, so cool. We set up all the cards that we need. Attacking. Sulkius is just here to kill things, be large, and protect our life points. So, there we go. He's setting up his things. I activate that just because I can. I always call Psychic. Now, we're starting to draw into some key cards right now. Willpower Rising to special summon as soon as I can. Yamada Dragon is out, and it will not leave. So, the only difference of last time and this time is that I summon Yamada Dragon as soon as I hit 500. Like, it is important. So, there you go. That's some points right there, and then we get our draws.
ラッシュデュエルはターンの初めに手札が5枚になるように何枚でもドローできるのです。
So there you go, dude. As you can see, that is how you push and get more draw power in the deck. They're probably not going to be able to kill Yamada Dragon unless they use some kind of an effect. So we want to get a few hits in with Yamada Dragon. So we can now abuse our Snipe Hunter, start popping their back row, getting also stuff in the grave. Because remember, Snipe Hunter is really, really good to have at max because you can discard, and then Yamada Dragon, just to be a bro, can attack. I was also trying to get rid of Sulkius just to see if he would like leave the field so I can discard cards to bring him back, but it didn't matter. So Yamada Dragon also dealing damage. Don't be afraid of actually taking out the opponent. It's not gonna happen. So we get all them draws. We have 5 cards left in deck. I figured if I survive this, I can go for another potential, like a few more draws. So we're going for that draw. We have 4 cards left in deck, meaning if I use Snipe Hunter a few times right now and miss, I could potentially... Oh wow, we're missing quite a few actually. Snipe Hunter taking out that back row. Alright, and we passed right there. Instead of attacking and drawing with Yamada Dragon, which was interesting. So taking actually I probably could have attacked with Yamada Dragon, but I was playing it safe because I didn't know if I was gonna deck out. That was the reason why I didn't attack. So now we have, what is it, 3 cards left in deck? There goes the destruction right there. He will chain and destroy Yamada Dragon, which is perfect, because I was going to destroy Yamada Dragon either way. We've already reached the point where it is time for the final move. Also, yeah, we're getting a lot of them points. A telekinetic charging cell, equipping onto the Monster Eye. Now he can recover the polys, and yeah, man, that was how you set up the plays, aside from like maybe 1 or 2 little like things, but that was just me being extra cautious, because once you get to the bottom of the deck and you're like at like 3 more cards to draw, you're like, if I mess up and Snipe Hunter misses and I draw 4 cards instead of 3, I'm screwed. I will lose. Trust me, I have tested it, and you will lose if you draw more cards than you have. So now we're starting the multipliers, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to show you the whole game. This was just so I can kind of show you the correct way to set up the thing. And here you go. That sets up the combo once you destroy your Sulkius. So that is pretty much it. Hope you guys actually enjoy the video, the combo. Good luck getting almost 1 billion points. And literally infinite damage, dude. You can't even get any higher. I'm wondering if anybody can find any other ways to hit like max damage, which I think would be amazing. Let me know in the comments below if you know of any other combos that would work well. But whatever, that's pretty much that. And if you guys enjoyed, go and leave a like, share, and subscribe for more Duel Link shenanigans. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Have a great day, and see you guys.
You made it to the end. You gotta subscribe.